Yo, yo, what it do, Uncle Lou? Alright, so I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna get straight into the stories, like the title said. Two times that fate had to step in to show me that the women I were talking to were out of my league. So let's start with number one. Number one happened very early in my life, very early. So I was in seventh grade. In the seventh grade, I don't know how, like, seriously, like, this is all true, but I don't know how. I had an eighth grade girl that she took a liking to me for some reason. And she was cool. Like, we would talk and whatever. I don't even remember exactly how we met, but I remember I thought, like, damn, like, she's pretty hot and whatever. And, like, we had a talk. Like, we never had a relationship, but that was due to some backstabby stuff by acquaintance. Just, it's a whole nother story. But, anyways, um, so that very first time, it's the seventh grade, and I'm also at the same time, seventh grade, I don't know what was going on with me because I had a girlfriend and a girl from MySpace, throwing it back, MySpace. She had like added me and like we met up at Delamo Mall, and I can still remember she used like when a guy will try to be hitting on a girl and they'll say like I already have a boyfriend, and then they'll be like, well, why can't you have two? And like I swear she hit me with like the female version of that. Like I said, like she asked to like hold hands, and I was like, I was like, I have a girlfriend, and then she goes, what? Your girlfriend doesn't let you have friends? Like it just felt like the female version of that. I don't know. I could be tripping, but anyways, so I was talking to the other girl. She went to another school. The older eighth grade girl, she went to my school. The girl that was like my age went to a different middle school. So I would constantly be texting both of them. And like I'm not even a dude like that. Like I don't go around. I'm not a like you can ask anybody. Ask anybody. Like I'm just not like I was literally just conversating. Like it had nothing to do with trying to get like some action or something. I swear. Like I was just trying to like talk to both of them because I thought they were cool. Like I don't know. Like it didn't seem like the most evil thing in the world to do. So okay, I can remember it was around Easter, and they were both. I'm constantly texting both of them. And both of them like we're sending text messages back and forth that are kind of like sensual, I guess you would say. Like not like it just like middle school boy girl stuff. Like nothing crazy. And she I get a text message and it says, I love you, Patrick Wade Stork. And I saw that, and I go to reply and I type it back, I love you too, blank, blank, blank. But the three names that I used were the other girl's first, middle, and last name. Yeah, so that didn't turn out too well for her. I don't think the other girl knew about it, but the one damn sure did, and she actually took it very like more. I would expect her to. That just proved how cool she was that she didn't like flip out because I feel like a normal person would flip out, and they would have every right to. You know what I'm saying? So the second time that this girl was out of my league, I was going to a rave. It was called Beyond Wonderland. I was in high school at this time. We were going to raves, man. Couldn't tell you how many raves. You name it, I was there. Like between a certain period of time, me and that's all we did. And so it was coming up, and I had this girl that like I was always attracted to. She was in my geometry class, my senior. Not my like it was a geometry class for like kids or whatever, but like I was the senior, the dumb senior in there that fucking was just trying to get his credits. So I was in there, and it's like it wasn't on no predatory shit or anything. It's like dude, like she was a junior, I was a senior, like it's right there. So anyways, I end up like on Facebook, she pops up like people you may know, and I add her, she adds me back, and I pull one of those like moves like, hey, I wasn't in class the other day. Like, were you there? I think you're in my math class. Like, do you think I could get the homework? And like, I didn't do homework in that class. Like, I didn't. It was really just like that was just how it was, you know. But like, I don't know. I don't see that as predatory, but I could see how someone else could, I guess. But I mean, shit. So we start talking. We start talking. We're talking. We're vibing. We start texting. We're texting. Then the day arrives. And, you know, me and my homies go. Like, we were the type of people that if there was a show, like, we were getting there early. And we were, like, going to be, like, the first people in there. Like, I have pictures of me and my homies inside these huge venues. And they're completely empty besides me and, like, three people that are all my boys. Like, it was just how I don't know. It was just like that. We didn't want to get there late or something. Like, it's like if you're paying for something that's going to go all day, you want to get your money's worth, right? So I'm texting her and she's like, you know, trying to explain. It's a big place. It's the NOS Event Center, you know. I don't know if you're familiar or not, but it's a place that they hold all different types. I've been there for hip hop shows. I've been there for raves. I've been there for Cypress Hill Smokeout. Like, it's just a gigantic venue that they use. They probably use it for even more stuff than that, honestly. But so at uh, at the NOS Event Center, like, I'm texting her and, you know, I'm telling her like where I'm at and who I'm seeing. She's doing the same. Little B was there that year. I remember that specifically. Like, people were literally going, like, they were like going up to the stage, and I remember one guy going, Little B follows me on Twitter. And then there were tons of people saying, fuck my bitch, Little B, fuck my bitch. And like their girl would just be like right next to them. I'm like, damn, like this is a strange. And this is a rave. Like, Little B, like the rapper, the guy wearing dresses that curses basketball players. Yes, he was there. And I just went to see him kind of because the homies were into him, and I was like, fuck it, whatever. And it was quite entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely a different experience. But anyways, I'm trying to meet up with this girl, so we're trying to figure out like a meeting up spot. So we're texting, and I say, you know, how about like, you know, by this fountain or like wherever we agreed upon. Like, we had an agreed upon place that we were gonna meet up at. So all the work was done. All the work had been put in, all the work was done. But I was texting my homie that I had came with, and I was trying to tell him that I was going to go meet up with this girl. Now, I made the unfortunate choice of the one time, like, I do not talk like, you know, I'm very well spoken. Like, I don't talk like a hoodlum or whatever you would call it. Like, I don't know, but like, I just don't, you know, like calling like girls bitches like regularly. You know, I might do it like once in a while, but not regularly. So unfortunately, I end up texting. I'm trying to text my boy, and I'm telling him I'm gonna go meet up with this H-O real quick, and that was it. That was the message. Only problem was, I sent that message to the girl that I was trying to meet up with instead of my boy. So she replies back like instantly, Is that all I am to you? That's all you think of me? That's all I am? And I'm like, no, no, like it's like a slang word. Like, it was just like, I don't mean it like that. Like, I'm just like, and I actually talked my way out of it because really that's what it was. Like, I wasn't trying to call nobody anything. It was just a slang like thing. Like yeah, I get how it's disrespectful for sure, but it was just in the matter of trying to speak quickly. So, anyways, I end up saving myself somehow. And, you know, we text and stuff throughout like the rest of the rave, but we don't ever meet up. And actually, no, we did meet up for a second. Dang, I forgot about that. We did meet up. And we met up and whatever. And then eventually, towards like, we split up at one point. She wanted to go to one stage, I wanted to go to another stage with my people. It was whatever. And she's like, trying to I'm asking her if she wants to come back. We had a hotel rented, so I was asking her if she wanted to come back, like to the hotel or whatever, just cuz I know that, like, I remember her telling me that like it was really hard for her to get there. She had to ask this person and that person, and she had her friends with her and all this stuff, and we had a hotel room, so it was like, run it. And she didn't want to do that. I guess she probably felt weird about it, which is totally understandable. Like, I get it. But what ends up happening is we leave. We're like, the night ends. It was a great night. Despite despite me, being myself and fate reminding me that she was out of my league. But it is what it is. I still had a decent time, but she ends up texting me and she says, "Do you guys happen to have any room in your car?" And like, it's like we did, but we had already left, so there wasn't really anything we can do. So I kind of said, like, like, no. I just said no to make it easier. And I said, "No, why?" And she said, "Oh, because the car got messed up, and it's me and my two girlfriends, and everybody that we ask keeps saying ass, grass, or gas." And I was like, man, like I didn't say it, but in my head, it's like, should have took me up on my offer, man. Like, I didn't have no ill intentions or whatever. Like, I felt genuinely bad about what I did. I was trying to just be a good dude, but instead, she ended up in that predicament. But those were two times that I, like Icarus, flew too close to the sun, you could say. So maybe you have something similar that's happened to you. Hopefully not, but hey, it is what it is.